Hey everybody, welcome to our live today. We are going to be chopping for dinner here live with you. So you can ask questions. Nate's going to be reading through the questions. So if you have any questions, then Nate will be there. I'll be chopping the salad. For those of you who are curious, we've got the salad dressing that we're using tonight is the Mexican tahini sauce from the Vegan 8 ebook that is in the plant-based bundle. And I just posted the link to the plant-based bundle, pinned it in the chat. So please go check that out and see all the goodies. This is the Mexican tahini sauce, and I've blended that up already. So it's ready to go on our salad, but we're gonna be chopping together here live with you guys. And you can ask any questions that you have. And again, Nate is going to be here.
What is good, all y'all? Oh, so glad that we have people popping in. Welcome. Good to see you in here. And we are also going to be, eating the salad, which I'm really excited about.
So I'm going to start here with a little bit of leftover it's an arugula mix, and as you can see, real time, this is what happens. We've got slimy stuff in there, so I'm just going to pick out the pieces that I don't want.
And of course, that came triple washed.
Yeah.
So we're not going to worry about washing it, and we don't normally really worry about any of the, maybe a couple little funky pieces.
Yeah, but it's looking pretty good, so we're just going to chop this up. And we like to chop up the mixed green packages because some of the leaves are fairly large and it's a lot easier to eat. I'm also going to chop the cilantro at the same time. This is a little bonus tip that I like to do while I'm chopping because it saves time. I don't have to chop the cilantro separately. I can chop it along with everything else here.
Love it.
Yes. So here we go, just easy, quick chops. And we like these like flexible cutting boards. They're really nice, and we can just dump right into the salad bowl. And we like to use these big stainless steel ones because we can mix everything really nicely. So next up, we've got green leaf lettuce. Now I've washed these, so they're ready to go.
Looks so beautiful.
Yeah, look at all that.
That is some nice looking lettuce.
One big head. I think I'm going to do half at a time, just because it's a little
good
bit
call.
big.
Good call.
And again, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the chat. Nate is here to read them out while I'm chopping. There we go. I like to cut lengthwise, and then I like to thinly slice the other way because it makes for smaller pieces. I'm not a big fan of eating massive long pieces of lettuce in my salad. I do like them to be a little smaller and thinner. So that's why I do it like that.
How about you guys? Do you guys like to have your pieces of lettuce small, finely chopped, or do you like big chunks?
Big chunks like Caesar salad. We even do it thinly for the Caesar salad. So there's half the head of lettuce. And here's the other half. Again, I like to chop it lengthwise.
And what's the dressing that we're using?
Okay, so the dressing here is the Mexican tahini sauce from the Vegan 8 ebook that is in the bundle right now. And the thing is with the bundle is that a lot of these sauces that we're making are actually already raw. But we looked in the recipe ebooks for the people who had cooked vegan recipes. And I just looked through all the recipes and saw which ones I could make raw or which ones were naturally already raw. So this one fit the bill. So that's the one that we decided to make for tonight. So again, if you want the bundle, please go grab it. The link is in our bio or in the chat.
Do we do food prep for several days in advance?
Not normally. Normally we just make as we go, or we'll chop double the amount of veggies for the next meal, or we blend a double batch of dressing. That's something that we typically do more often.
The lettuce we are using is green leaf lettuce. We don't have any romaine tonight. Now, what will be our protein source? And do we feel we get enough from the greens?
Yes. So we normally add some sprouts to this, but we don't have any sprouts going, which we have to get going.
We'll get going tonight.
We've been a little slacking on those because we've been so busy.
We're out of them now. We just used the last. Yeah.
This has protein. This has protein. This has protein. These have protein. Everything here has amino acids to create protein. We just eat enough of it to cover. Most days we get around 65 to 80 grams of protein a day. So we're definitely not worried because most people are not eating a big salad like this. But we do because we need to make sure that we get adequate calories.
And with 80 grams of protein, that's already more than the RDA.
Exactly.
For a man. And a woman, it's a bit less.
Exactly.
Do you try to do all organic or depends on the crop?
Oh, you can answer that one, babe.
So what we do is we get organic for certain things. Like the radicchio she's cutting up right now is organic.
This is organic too.
Yep, okay, so the cabbage, the purple cabbage,
organic.
and the endive, and the cucumber.
Yep.
So
this is organic too.
There are certain things that we do eat organic if it's a good deal. Like the radicchio, the endive, those sorts of things are a little bit more specialty. We can only get Whole Foods, which everything at Whole Foods is organic. But we don't use everything organic. Or we don't eat everything organic.
Yeah, we do our best, but we don't stress out if it's not.
So the chopping boards, the cutting boards, you can just find those on Amazon.
Actually, if you guys want a link to all the cool, like the knives we use, the cutting boards we use, all that cool stuff, send me a DM asking for the link for the cutting boards and the knives and stuff, and I'll send it to you.
Yes, the list. It's so good. All right, Lisa B, double high five to you. Lisa B says, "You've inspired me. Am now making a salad instead of ...
Woo,
well,
stuff.
something,
Proud of you.
something less healthy."
So this is endive chicory. For those of you who don't know, this is really great food for the microbiome, and we put this in pretty much every salad. We'll do a little bit.
Yep, everything in moderation because of availability and seasons. That's right, yep. And we try to stick with the clean 15, the dirty dozen as best as we can, but we don't ever stress out about not eating organic, even if it is not on the clean 15.
Yeah, exactly. So now we've got most of our greens done. I'm actually going to show you another trick. I like to do the green onions and the celery together. So if you can chop things together, that makes it a lot quicker. And we use a lot of green onions. I had to make sure that we used up the ones that were kind of getting needed to be used. But for the celery, I'm going to slice them.
Thank you. And also nice and thin if we can. Now, that last green or the lettuce that she cut up is called radicchio.
The purple one?
The purple one. Oh, no, sorry. The endive was the last one. So
yeah,
the endive
is this little yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you shop for most of your produce? Ever order from Misfits Market? Oh. You know, we haven't ordered from Jeanette's Market yet. And the produce...
There's also the Misfit veggies. That are like the misshapen ones.
Oh, gotcha. Misfit veggie. Okay. So yeah, maybe it wasn't Jeanette. But we shop at a few different places. We do Whole Foods for some of the things like the radicchio, the endive, get our, some peas there. And we do shop at Winco. We love Winco. They've got great selection. And of course it's conventional. They do have some organic stuff there as well. We shop also at Costco and some of the other La Bonita and a couple of the other Asian markets here as well. So we kind of shop around a few different places.
And if anybody wants to see a video where we go shopping together, send me a DM and I'll send you the link to watch that one.
Do we not eat the white part of the green onions? Well, we eat most of the white part, but those were kind of like the last of the bag of green onions, so they weren't necessarily the nicest. So she just cut off the ends there.
Yeah, you could save them and put them into your dressing, that's a great place to put them if you wanted to.
I always use the bottom white part of the green onion. Is there a reason you chopped it higher up?
No, I actually like the green part better in the salad than the white part, but that's just personal choice. I don't always have to use that. I need the grater.
Okay.
So next up, we're going to be grating the sunchokes. So these are sunchokes, otherwise known as Jerusalem artichoke. And these we got a case in LA when we went with John Kohler. So these are really high in inulin, really amazing foods for the microbiome. If you are not used to eating sunchokes or you have a weak microbiome, it's recommended to start off with just one. Because if you ate all of those right off the bat with a weak microbiome, then you'd probably get a lot of gas and bloating. But it doesn't mean that they're bad. It means that you just need to work on building. Like going to the gym. This is like the 5-pound weight. This is like the 50-pound weight. Right? So you want to start with the 5-pound weight. And then after a week or two, then you move up to the 10-pound weight.
That's right.
And then after a week or two, then you can move up to the 15-pound weight.
Just
work up to however much you want. But this is for both of us, right? So we're going to split it. So 15, 20 pounds for me, 15, 20 pounds for Nate.
So delicious. So now, yeah, at first glance, it does look like ginger, but that is sunchoke, which is a sunflower family, the root of the sunchoke or the sunflower plant.
Yeah, it's like a little miniature sunflower. And we like to grate it because it's easier to chew.
I put in there radicchio and endive for the one who was asking. I didn't catch your name, Carmichael. So that's what we were cutting there. The radicchio is the purple, and then the endive was the little like white and yellowish kind of head. And the sunchokes taste very... Let me taste. Just to get like a good description again, because sometimes we don't eat them necessarily by themselves.
Don't really taste them in the salad, really.
They're kind of a sweeter flavor.
Earthy.
Yeah, and just a slight bit of earthy. Not real earthy, but they're actually really pleasant taste. Yeah, look into that. Sunchokes are amazing.
Yeah, they're also known as Jerusalem artichoke.
Lissa B says, when I eat fully raw, I get ungrounded and go back to cooked veg. Can't digest much nuts, seeds, or sprouted legumes. Any thoughts?
I would start slower with the sprouted legumes. Like start with, again, you need to work on your microbiome by starting with 5 pounds instead of going all out and doing like a whole cup or 2 of sprouts. Start slow and do that more consistently so your gut microbiome grows. And I think that one of the main reasons why people have issues digesting certain things is just simply for the fact that their microbiome isn't ready to digest that amount yet. Doesn't mean it's the food's problem. It just means that you're having too much too soon and you need to have a smaller amount more often. But also you could be under eating, which is the number one reason why people feel lightheaded or challenged on a raw diet, feeling kind of ungrounded. So more minerals, more salads, more greens, more of that kind of thing. But you should work up to it so that you can have more variety. That would be my suggestion. So here we go, adding the sunchoke. And next up, we're gonna do the purple cabbage. I'm just gonna peel off this outer layer because it's a little soft.
I did miss one back here. I'm gonna scroll back here. They're probably great for your thyroid, the sunchokes. I wonder. Let me see if I can look up something here.
It's interesting too because all plant foods are good for the body overall. So if you're eating an abundance of whole plant foods and you're getting a really good variety, then everything's going to lend benefit to the body in many, many ways. So it's funny how a lot of society these days, they focus on like what's good for a specific thing, when it's really about eating a wide variety of stuff and getting more in tune with that instead of just focusing on one single organ or one single nutrient. It's more about the whole.
So we have a comment here from shoot, you know who you are. Darn it, it's hard to see here. Kind of unrelated, but so curious. When you crave a melted vegan cheese quesadilla, what would you eat instead?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I have never craved a melted cheese vegan quesadilla because I've never had one. So I don't know what they taste like. And I haven't craved one. I mean, if I was going to make one, I have a quesadilla recipe in the party food ebook. So if you really wanted to make a quesadilla, you could get the party food ebook, which is in the bundle. And you guys can click the link in the chat or in my bio. Get the party food ebook, and then you could just make those quesadillas.
So good.
But I really don't crave that kind of stuff just because it's been 8 years, and I don't even think about it. Like, I literally didn't think about a cheese quesadilla until right now.
Yeah. A lot of times I would think too, like craving something like that really just means you're hungry. So if you were to eat something, and if you eat something fresh and healthy and delicious that's going to also activate the stretch receptors in your stomach, you're going to feel full and that craving will kind of go away.
Yeah.
Now,
here we go.
You're so welcome. Someone says here, I love how you guys are so genuine and answer everyone's question without making anyone feel less than.
Aww,
so awesome.
Thank you. We really try because when we first started, we didn't have as much or as many people that could help us. And that's why I really want to make sure that I help each and every single one of you if I can. If we don't get to your questions, send us DMs on our social media because we're more than happy to help you. That's our goal. And we're able to do so because you guys get stuff like the bundle or our ebooks or our courses. We're able to spend so much time with you in the DMs. So definitely take us up on that offer and send us a DM if you need help or brainstorming or you have a struggle. We're here to help.
Joan asks, do you add nutritional yeast to salads? Thanks for this live and answering our questions.
As always, we do sometimes. It's been a while since we've added some, but we do. We'll sprinkle it on top, and we might actually sprinkle some on this one. It might be
I would not be opposed to a little nutritional yeast. We love adding nutritional yeast to certain salads. We don't put them on every salad like she says, but we do love our nutritional yeast. Oh no, cut me off. I can't hear responses to my quesadilla inquiry. Oh no.
Oh no.
Are other people out there able to hear us? Can you hear us okay? Cashew grilled cheese, someone says. That's so good.
Sounds really
There is no good grilled cheese. How long does it take to chew and eat that giant salad?
It'll take us probably about a half an hour. It should really take us 45 minutes if we slow down.
Chew properly, yeah. So it's definitely a good 40 minutes on average.
Yeah.
Yep, chewing it properly.
Next up, we're going to be doing the bell pepper. So this is an heirloom bell pepper that we have. I'm just going to take the seeds out.
Someone says, what kind of cutting boards are your favorite?
Definitely these
these flexible cutting boards are great. There's not a lot of real good give to them necessarily for your knife to dig into.
Spicy one.
So you do, are they? So we do end up sharpening our knives a bit more. Like really, we sharpen our knives every day. But yeah, I love those flexi cutting boards. They are great. So appreciate your accessibility to us. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad hopefully you guys can hear again. Yes. Okay, good. You're back. Good.
Good.
What
Awesome.
brand of nutritional yeast?
Red Star. That's the one that we like to use.
Red Star, and even
I think Bob's has one.
yeah, I was gonna say there's the Bob's.
But the Red Star is the one that has the B12 in it. Mm-hmm. That I know of for sure. So.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. We got some thumbs up in here.
This pepper smells amazing. Seriously.
So sometimes you peel the cucumber and sometimes not. Why?
Good point.
Good question, Leon.
That's a great point because I have actually a YouTube video that's going to be coming out later this evening, and I am peeling one of the cucumbers. So the reason why we peel certain cucumbers but not others is because some cucumbers we use are the field cucumbers. They are the
conventionally grown.
Yeah, the conventionally grown, the little shorter ones that have the wax.
Your standard really cheap.
Yeah, they're really inexpensive. So those ones we like to peel to get the waxy skin off.
Yeah.
But the long English one that I chopped up for this salad, they don't put the wax on it, so
Yeah,
I don't
so
bother.
the English cucumbers that are wrapped individually have no wax on the skin or the peel, so you can eat the peel. But the other ones, like she's saying, have the wax. They use carnauba wax on there, and it's to protect the cucumber through the process of transportation. So that's why we'll peel those ones if we're eating those conventional ones. And even the organic ones still have sometimes they still have a film of wax.
Yeah, it's just to protect them, but I don't want to eat that. So
No, nobody.
we peel it.
Yeah, nobody needs wax in their bodies.
Even though it's technically edible, like they wouldn't put it on there if you couldn't eat it, but I don't want that extra stuff in my body.
Exactly. All right, we're inspiring Rocky Mountain Mama to make a salad for
Woo!
Thanksgiving.
Heck yeah, make that big salad.
There we go. Anthony's nutritional yeast,
Oh, yeah.
non-fortified.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and we use some Anthony's products. They're pretty good.
They are.
You're most welcome for the lives. They're thanking us for the lives.
Oh, thank you guys so much for joining in. And thank you to everyone who's purchased the bundle. It means the world to us. It allows us to continue doing what we're doing. And it allows you to add more plant foods to your diet and try out new recipes and find new people to follow. So much gold in there.
Now, do the salads get soggy by the end, or does that just happen to me because I overdress my salads sometimes?
Honestly, it depends on the dressing that you're using. I find that the low-fat dressings can make it a little soggy towards the end. It also depends on what lettuce you use. Because if you're using mixed greens or like the soft leafy greens, those ones can kind of get soggy more often. But if you're using heartier greens like cabbages and kale and romaine, then they don't tend to go soggy as often.
Now, I missed your question here of what she was cutting. So I'm not sure what she was cutting when you asked that question, and I do apologize about that. But she may have been cutting a long pepper.
Yes, if it was the red one, it was just an heirloom bell pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to chop our little tomatoes. You guys don't have to do this, but I like to have them chopped finely.
They're nice like that.
Yeah, they are.
Carmichael says, I love those kind of tomatoes.
Yeah, these tomatoes are so good.
Now, how often do we shop for fresh produce? Any storage tips? Thanks for your lightheartedness and detailed answers. You're
Aw,
welcome, Lisa
thank
B.
you.
So we shop for produce on average about twice a week. We do kind of like our major shopping trip on Tuesday, and then we might head out again for a hike on the weekend and then stop and grab a few other things. But essentially, we could get by once for a once a week shopping trip, but we do most of the times, most weeks, we hit the store twice a week.
Yeah. So here we go, adding the tomatoes.
Susan Verdict says, I loved the last bundle. The bundles are great,
The
aren't
bundles
they?
are great, and this bundle is double the size. So you're getting an extra 100 things, and some of the original stuff has been swapped out for new stuff. So it's a gold mine. It's seriously amazing.
Any way to soak or scrub wax off veggies? And how do you ensure... Oh, yep, there we go. Sorry. And how do you ensure... Let's see here. How do you ensure your fruits and vegetables are free of pesticides? Okay, so...
We can't guarantee 100% free of pesticides.
Yeah, can't guarantee that. And what we use is this Norwex mitt. And if you can hear, it's kind of like got a real rough ability to, or surface to be able to scrub your vegetables with. And then we use a vegetable wash. And you could use baking soda and vinegar.
Yep, that works too.
That works really great. We like the Norwex produce wash. And if you don't really know much about Norwex, I don't know enough about it to where I could recite off why it is so amazing. But we know it's good because we did do some research, and we have friends that also turned us on to it. And we're like, that's a little bit easier than mixing up baking soda and vinegar.
So I'm only going to be adding a little bit of the red onion to the salad. The rest will be for my salad.
Yeah, I love the onions. I just don't like as many as she does. So now the dressing recipe is...
So the dressing recipe
is from Vegan 8.
From the Vegan 8.
It is so good.
It's the Mexican tahini sauce from their ebook. And their ebook isn't raw, but I made a point to go and read through everybody's ebooks. Well, I didn't even get to everybody's because there's over 200 in there.
Yeah.
But I was like really skimming through some different recipes, and I found this is a raw dressing from the Vegan 8 recipe book. So I thought, why not make that? And the recipe for this is in the bundle. The bundle is in the chat or in our bio.
It is so good.
All right.
How often do you both eat the specialty entrees, like the tacos and soups for dinner instead of salads?
Would you say once or twice a week we do something special?
Yeah, probably on average once a week. We try to do something a little bit out of the ordinary of, here, put the towel into there.
Right.
Like the tacos, or maybe we'll do some burgers or some lasagna or sushi or something. But yeah, sometimes twice a week.
Yeah, look at that deliciousness. So we are going to add the dressing now.
Yep, we do shop in Whole Foods, and our favorite produce stores are the farmers markets for one, if we can. They are a little higher priced, but you are getting stuff directly from the farmers. That's what's really cool about some of the farmers markets. But what we do is we shop around. We go to, we have an Asian market we like to go to here in Vegas, and we also have some, other ethnic markets like La Bonita, and they have really good deals. We also shop at Costco for fresh produce, and we also shop at a Winco. It's a place here in the States. Winco is a really great place.
Are we ready for the dressing?
And how much do we spend with each shopping trip?
Oh my. Well, let's answer that after we pour. We got to get this pour. Nate's getting video for YouTube. You get a little action here. Ready? Ooh. Look at that. Beautiful dressing. Oh my goodness.
That is amazing.
Yes. So how much do we spend? To be honest, I think we spend approximately $700 a month for the two of us.
Yeah.
$700 to $800.
That's really about right. $700 to $800, and we don't. What's cool is like we don't buy anything else other than the fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and
we'll splurge on spices.
I was gonna say we'll have we'll get some specialty things sometimes. Yes. So, but that's about right. About $700 to $800 a month.
Look at that dressing.
Now Susan here says your quiche turned out awesome.
Woo!
And Nate's corn chips. Oh,
yes!
So stoked. Glad you loved that.
Those recipes are both in the bundle. Thank you for grabbing the bundle and trying our recipes. That means so much to us.
Yeah, it does. Now, can you use plain white vinegar, or does it have to be apple cider?
I don't like plain white vinegar because it's a refined product, whereas apple cider vinegar is a fermented product and it's considered living food, in my opinion. So that's why we use apple cider vinegar.
Someone's asking to list the veggies real quick.
Okay, let's see. We've got, we did the mixed greens. It had spinach and arugula, and we did cilantro. And then there was red leaf lettuce, purple cabbage, endive. We've got radicchio, celery, green onion, red bell pepper, cherry tomato, cucumber, and I think that's it.
Purple.
Sunchoke.
Sunchoke.
We grated the sunchoke and red onion.
Someone says here, do you know what I'm really good at? Buying a bunch of fruits and vegetables and watch them go bad. Oh. It's easier not to eat them all, and I'm a longtime vegan, would really make this change, or would really like to make the change, but I know, we hear ya.
You know, actually, I wrote an email about that exact topic. I'm not sure if you got the email. You could send me a DM if you want the email. I can forward it to you. But Yeah, I'm also making a video for YouTube. I think it's coming out in January about that topic. But yeah, it's hard to make sure that we eat everything. But there's some tips that you can do, like make sure that you only buy what you need and what you know that you're going to eat. Like if you're going to buy like a big bag of apples and you know you're not going to eat them all, maybe just buy 3 or 4 apples instead of the big bag, because maybe that's all you know that you're going to eat. Another thing is to shop more often. Like go to the store and only buy what you need for the next couple of days. And planning is key. So incredibly important to plan your meals, because when you plan your meals, then you're more likely to make sure that you eat them. One of the problems arise when people want to spontaneously make other things. But if we stick to our plan and we start to change our habits, then we get better at making sure that we eat everything that we buy. But I know it's difficult. We buy it because we're all excited and we're happy to buy the food, but we have to eat the food too to make sure that we're healthy and we're not wasting money, because it can be quite wasteful if we are not eating what we buy. So we want to make sure that we eat what we buy. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Woo.
So Susan says here, besides nice cream, what other desserts do we like to indulge in?
Well, in Nate's Dude Food book, there's the brownie recipe, and we also like the pumpkin date pie from the holiday menu, which both recipes are available in the bundle, so you guys can go grab the bundle.
Candied pecans.
Candied pecans are really great, but really, honestly, we just really like fruit. Nice cream is the easiest.
Yes,
it's
so
the
good.
easiest. So there's
So
our
good.
big salad, and it's massive. That's something like, what would you say? Like you would take that to a banquet.
Yeah.
It would be like on a buffet table.
Right.
So
I would
you guys
eat it.
see this? Perfect.
They can see it. So now what ingredients in the dressing? Oh, wait, here. Someone says, I keep failing. Nope, there's no failing.
No, it's a learning opportunity.
There we go.
That's what it is. You want to learn why you made a different choice and then implement change so that you don't do it again. That's really all it is. There's no such thing as failing.
Now, the ingredients in the dressing is in one of the books that are in the bundle.
Yeah, so it's not our dressing to share, just because we want to respect the creator who created it. But it is like a tahini based, and it's a Mexican flavor. So it's in the Vegan 8. It's like a dips and sauces book or something. And that's where we got the recipe from. So it's not our recipe to share, unfortunately.
Susan says, I spend about $800 on me. LOL. That's right. See?
You're worth it.
Someone says here, that's too much.
Oh my gosh, it's not. It's perfect. It's gonna
so
be
good.
delicious. And you know, like we used the butter leaf lettuce, which is pretty low calorie. Like this salad is very technically low calorie, so we need to eat more of it.
What's the dressing called again?
Mexican tahini sauce from the Vegan 8 recipe book that's in the bundle.
That's where it's from. Vegan 8. It's the Mexican tahini sauce.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And I just added more water so that we could make it into a dressing.
Luna says here, gorgeous salad. Why do you not eat organic only?
For number one, it's too expensive. And number two, like we would be spending probably 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
more
probably
money.
closer to 3 times of the money.
So it would be like $1,600 to $2,000 a month on food because we eat so much produce. But also another reason we don't eat all organic is because we can't get all organic for a lot of stuff that we really want to eat.
That's really the main reason. And yeah, of course, I mean, it's those two things. Like we want to be as efficient as we can with our funds, and in really, this is a really big controversial topic in itself, you know, organic versus conventional, and it's an interesting one. But yeah, that's basically why.
Yeah, it is an interesting.
Looks delicious. You guys are the best. Thank you. We love you.
We love you too.
We're most welcome. You're most welcome. We share as much as we
Oh
can.
my gosh, look at this.
How much money do participants of the bundle make? Is that a shared percentage, or how is it monetized?
It's based on affiliate, so we get credit if you buy from our link. Whoever's link you buy from, they get the credit. So it's based on affiliate sales.
Which really works nice.
Yeah, and we all agree upon it when we join the bundle. We all know the rules.
The stipulations. Mm-hmm. I would love to eat fruits and veggies, but I think I won't be able to be strong enough.
Oh, yes, of course you can be strong.
Well, you can go check out our friend Ted Carr, the fruitarian, who has been...
This is amazing.
He's an elite athlete in a lot of ways, and he's been building a lot of really amazing muscle gains with his fruit-based diet. So it is possible to be strong enough. The thing is we just need to...
You just need to eat and work out.
And actually move and, go do the things that will help you be strong. Because the muscles have two choices. Either to atrophy and die, wither away, or grow. Now, how to get lots of veggies and fruits and greens when you have IBS? Endless Summer asks.
Oh, that's a great question. So I highly recommend reading a book called Fiber Fueled by Dr. Will Bulsiewicz. He talks about IBS, and he's got courses on IBS and working with it. It's completely possible to do it, but remember, I'm not sure if you were in the live earlier, but we were talking about how to add more. Like we were showing the Sunchokes and how one little Sunchoke is like a 5-pound weight at the gym, whereas 5 Sunchokes was more like 20 pounds at the gym. So you want to start slow with a smaller amount. So eat what works for you now. Make sure you're getting enough calories, but slowly over time add new fibers and add more fibers into your diet to build up your microbiome so that you will be able to tolerate more plant foods.
It's quite incredible how it works, because the more prebiotic, which this is the prebiotic, the fibrous food, and then the probiotics like the vegan kimchi we made here, both of these combined, when you eat them, produce what's called a postbiotic, and that actually has been shown to heal the gut. So, but like Lissa's saying, one of the best things to do is to start off with eating some fermented foods to build up that microbiome and incorporate, like she was saying, just little bits more each day of fiber.
Let's do a little demo here. So this would be the amount that you'd want to start with, or even less. Like let's start with even less. You'd probably want to start out with maybe like this much.
Just a little bit.
To start out with. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you did that much every day or every second day, then after about a week or two, you could increase it to this much. And then do that for a week or two. And then you could increase it to this much. So it's basically like increasing the weights at the gym. You want to slowly increase the amount of new fibers or fermented foods in your diet so your gut can grow along with it instead of you bombarding it with a huge amount like this. But we already eat a lot of this, so our gut is used to it.
We have fermented foods at least once a day, and a lot of times it's with our dinner. Sometimes we may incorporate some fermented foods with our lunch, but a lot of times we save it for the dinner. And yeah, they are just great foods. Now, Susan says here, I did make the pumpkin pie too. It was good, but a lot for one person.
Oh yeah, the pie is meant for, I think, 8 people. So you could either freeze it or you could share it with friends or family.
So, someone asked here, we've got some other sauerkraut that we made, but sometimes we'll buy the sauerkraut. Like we got this at Costco. It was on sale for, I think, like $6 or $7, and it is really good sauerkraut. So now will we have something else for dinner, or only this salad?
This will be our dinner.
This is it.
Each one is probably, if I had to guess, maybe about 650 calories a piece. And we average around 2,400 calories a day. Nate might eat a little more than I do, maybe like 2,600. But this will be our salad, and we will be so full, not uncomfortably full, but we'll be full after this.
And of course, like sometimes we're full, like really full. Can't finish it all completely, but not most days. Most days we're able to finish that. Now tonight, since it is closer to 6 o'clock, this will probably be all we have tonight. We might have like maybe a couple of grapes or something before bed, but we may not have nice cream tonight. But a lot of times we'll also have nice cream as well for a dessert.
Yes. So next up, we've got fennel seeds. I really love to add fennel seeds to our salads with the sauerkraut. This is really amazing microbiome food. You really only need to start with like a 1/4 teaspoon. I like to put maybe a 1/2 teaspoon on, but really all we do is just sprinkle a little bit. I like to put it with the sauerkraut. I'll add some to Nate's here. But the fennel seeds, again, food for the microbiome, and it really helps with digestion. So if people have issues with digestion, you could even grind this up and then sprinkle it on your salad. Really helps with gas and bloating and that kind of thing. The reason we add it is to feed our microbiome.
Susan says here, I need more recipes for one because it's a lot of food.
It is a lot of food. These salads are, I mean, you could technically, I doubled the sauce recipe. The sauce recipe was for one person, but we double everything because there's 2 of us. But most of my recipes are all for one person, and then you would just have to double it unless otherwise stated. Like in the holiday menu, the whole menu is meant to feed about 6 to 8 people. So, but most of my recipes are for one person, and you do have to eat a lot when you're raw. Otherwise, it's going to be extremely challenging to make sure that you get enough nutrition.
That's why my bill is $800 because I buy mostly organic, Susan says. Mm-hmm. And produce has gone through the roof. Yeah, this time of year, produce prices do come up a bit more.
Look at that delicious
Oh my gosh.
salad.
We'll have to get micros on there too.
Oh yes, why don't you go grab the micros?
Okay. Yeah, you can grab, there's a few more questions there.
Okay, let's see, what do we have here? If you have IBS, would you be better off steaming your greens before consuming them? At the start, you could definitely do that. And what you could do is have your steamed vegetables, like if you're gonna make steamed broccoli, have half steamed and then add 1 or 2 florets of raw to it. You don't need to add a lot of raw, just add 1 or 2 little florets to your steamed broccoli, and that will help train your gut to be able to eat more raw. But you have to do it more often because consistency is key. Did you two are vegan? Yes, we are both vegan. I have been vegan we've both been vegan for 8 years. No, Nate's been vegan for 11 years, right? Nate's been vegan since 2011. 2011? 2013. Okay, so Nate's been vegan 1 year longer than I have, but I've been raw for 8 and he's been raw for 5. So yes, we're both vegan and we're both raw. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for all you do. You're so very welcome. For the bundle, how do we save all the ebooks, or is it a link you continue to go back to? You have to download all of the ebooks to keep them on your device because the link expires after 1 year. So make sure that you download everything. There's a download link. You'll get, and you can go to the page and you can download each and every single one of the ebooks. There's over 200 of them. So it may take you a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. There is a download all button, but because there's so many ebooks, sometimes it doesn't get them all. So I recommend downloading them one at a time. Take a good 10 minutes to do that and then save them on Google Drive or a USB stick so you can always access them after the download link expires after a year. I teach mostly plant-based cooking to kids, and ingredients have gone sky high. They have. I know the romaine lettuce is really expensive right now. It's normally super expensive in November. So we've been doing a lot of other greens, and we've been supplementing with microgreens, which we're going to add to the salads. Nate's just going to grab those. When I say strong, I mean mentally strong to eat well. That's a great question. Really, it's about habit. And at the beginning, it's going to be difficult because we've got frames of reference. Frames of reference where we have old favorites and we're used to certain things, we're used to certain flavors. But when you change your habit, the more often you work on your new habit, the easier it gets. And it's not about going raw all overnight. You don't have to go raw all overnight. You can just start adding more raw and you'll get better as you go. Does Ted Carr still take B12 shots? I do not know. probably. I'm not sure, but we should all be concerned about B12. It is not a vegan problem. It's an everybody problem because we don't live in nature, so it's important. You guys are the sweetest ever. Every time I am about to slip off the diet-wise, I always remember your salads and reroute. Aw, thank you. Look at Nate's got the micros. Let's show them what these are.
Okay, yeah.
So look at those beauties. Let's turn this around.
Turn that around.
Look at that. So we've got the hot pink is amaranth. And these ones, this is the kohlrabi. These ones are my new favorites. These purple ones, they are so good. I'm eating some right now. They kind of have like a slight green onion, a fresh green oniony flavor. They're so delicious. So Nate just harvested these out of our office, and he's going to chop them up a little bit so that we can add them to our salads. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
And thank you for everyone who's in here. What do you think about the fruitarian who push juice cleanses? We don't do juice cleanses. We prefer eating whole food, and we eat a lot of fruit, but we also eat a lot of vegetables because we believe in balance. And the juice cleanses, we've seen too many people damaged over the years from them, and we just can't really get on board with that.
Not to say that we don't love juice. Fresh juices are amazing, and if somebody wants to make me a fresh juice, I will drink it.
Yeah, we like John Kohler will make us fresh juices too, and we'll drink those. It's just the prolonged juice fasting has made a lot of problems with gut over the years, and I've talked to like hundreds of people. I've heard their stories, and I just can't get on board with it anymore. I don't think it's something that I'll ever do. Did you eat lots of raw salads? There's talking to someone else. Do you eat salad for lunch as well? Yes, we do. I would say 95% of the time we have a salad for lunch, and the other 5% will be a smoothie if we feel we need.
Yeah, like we had smoothies today for lunch.
Yeah, we had smoothies today for lunch just because the bundle has been insanely amazing. So we really needed to make sure that we ate something. So we just made a smoothie really quick. But normally, 95% of the time, I'd say it's a salad. Will the microbiome grow quicker if the foods were pureed, such as smoothies or soups? Microbiome grows quickest when you add fermented foods. So the kimchi and the sauerkraut are going to really start it, but it grows when you eat fiber. So whether that's in a smoothie or whole, I prefer whole to grow the microbiome, and the more variety you consume, the stronger your gut will get. I made your lemon hemp soup and it was delicious. Thank you so much. The soup book is in the bundle too, so if you want to grab the bundle, the link is in the chat or in our bios. Let's see, we got any other questions here? Scrolling through. I have all your meal plan books, and oh my God, I can never finish the meals. And that's exactly, we have to eat enough. If you need to take a break, take 20 minutes, just set it aside if you're able to, and then get back to it. Sometimes we'll do that, but most of the times we're able to eat them all. I have the app. Are those the same size as your salads shown? Yes, they are. These are the size of salads. We'll eat these twice a day. Yes, please. Why you only eat raw food? I'm curious. Well, we prefer raw food. I like how it feels. I've healed a lot of issues like my cystic acne, my joint pain, my imbalanced hormones. I lost weight. I just feel amazing.
And the dishes are easy.
The dishes are easy. Oh man, it's so easy to clean up after raw. So yeah, it's more hydrating, and I just enjoy it more. So that's why I choose it. Need some raw vegan recipes. If you need some raw vegan recipes, grab the bundle. You're getting 5 of my ebooks. You're getting Nate's Microgreens course and 2 of his ebooks. You're getting lots of raw food stuff in there. It's all vegan and it supports us. So if you want to grab it, the link is in the chat. Romaine looks horrible by us, so I've been eating kale almost every day and spinach. Yeah, you could do leafies like green leaf and red leaf. Those are pretty inexpensive. Iceberg's great too. But yeah, make sure that you switch it up because that's really important.
We eat a lot of mixed greens right now too because some of the heads of romaine are about $5 or $6 a head. So we're not eating a lot of romaine right now.
Yeah. You inspire me to be vegan. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. Do you include avocados in your salad? Sometimes we do. We'll put them on top or we'll blend them in a dressing. Do you grow your own microgreens? Yes, those microgreens that you see, could you show them? Those microgreens that you see, we grew ourselves in our office. And you can learn how to grow them too if you buy the bundle. Nate's course is in there. You guys should do a raw vegan boot camp. I need to spend a week with you guys. We're actually thinking of doing a retreat, probably in 2024 or 2025. Yeah, we really want to do some vegan retreats where you guys come with us and you learn all the goodies.
Yeah, we've been putting some thought into how we would put that together because, yeah, it would be really awesome to rent a van, bring everybody shopping. It would be cool to have it set up like home ec class.
Right.
Where everybody leaves knowing how to shop and knowing how to make the meals themselves. So when they go home, it's no issues. They just know exactly what to do.
Damaged how? We were talking about the microbiome and juice cleanses can damage guts. The reason is because even just 2 weeks on a low fiber diet, which a juice cleanse can change and alter the microbiome and lower the amount of short chain fatty acids, and then makes it harder to digest whole, like rougher fiber after. So it takes months to even, I've heard some people it's taken years to rebuild their microbiome after a long extended fast. So again, that's just not something that I can get on board with, but not knocking anyone. It's just not something that I would do. Do you know Fully Raw Christina? Will you collaborate with her? I would love to collaborate with her at some point. I do know her. What do you eat for breakfast? We eat fruit and fruit smoothies for breakfast. I know you teach the microgreens, but it's very overwhelming. That's why you just got to watch one video at a time. Nate's hungry, he's digging in. One video at a time. Ask questions. They're actually really easy to learn. Check out Nate's channel, Raw Natty Nate. He's doing grow-alongs right now where you can just sit and watch him and see how easy it really is. Would you tell about the sauce of the salad? Yes, the sauce was from an ebook that is in the bundle. You guys can get the bundle. The link is in the chat or in my bio. It's the Mexican tahini sauce from the Vegan 8. How well do you feel about peppermint extract? Well, peppermint extract is really great to increase digestion. So if it's something that you want to use, then that's fine. Appreciate this live. Thank you. Do you do flax seeds daily? How much fat on average do you do? Avocado and what else? We average around 10 to 15% total calories from fats. We do chia almost every single day. We do flax, yes. Once in a while we'll do flax, but chia is our main omega-3 source. And we do cashews and tahini and sunflowers and stuff, but we keep it with our evening meal normally. I want to eat like that. I'm going to get inspired with your page. Thank you so much. What's his Instagram? It's Raw Natty Nate. I'm just going to put it in the chat right here if you're still in. Raw Natty Nate. So go follow him and watch his channel. I hear a kitty. Aw, yes, we have 2 little black cats. They are precious and we love them, Raja and Jai. That would be great to go along with you with your camping book. Yes, we want to make a raw vegan camping backpacking book in 2024. Do you ever add pomegranate powder to your smoothies? What about spirulina tablets? We don't do either of those. We're not really into the superfoods. We rather eat the whole foods.
Microgreen powder.
Microgreen powder. How long does it take to make a salad? Well, this live, it's taken a long time because I've been talking, but normally it only takes 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes to make a salad. Not long. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Thank you everyone for joining in on the live. Again, here's the salad that we made with the dressing recipe from the Vegan 8. Their recipe is in the bundle and you get almost $9,000 worth of content for $50. If you click the link in the chat or in the bio, Nate is totally digging in. Is it good? Oh man, it smells so good. Do you drink any hot beverages? We don't. I always wanted to be a tea person, but I never got into tea. I've tried multiple times, but definitely not a tea person. I'm off to bed. Thanks. Have a great night. Have a great night, Susan. We love you. And we are going to sign off and go enjoy these salads. I'm just going to take this off here.
Here, I'll help you. Okay. It's a really strong.
So I just wanted to get a close up here. And there we go.
So good.
Yes. Grab a bite there. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Yum, yum. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Check us out on YouTube, grab the bundle, and enjoy. I would need to buy your book for this salad dressing. This salad dressing, again, before we leave, is not our dressing. It's from the Vegan 8, and the recipe is in their ebook that's in the bundle. But I do have plenty of salad dressing recipes in my ebooks. If you want the link to my ebook store, you can send me a DM. But right now we're doing the bundle. It's only $50 and you're getting over 3,000 recipes, including a lot of raw stuff. So please, please go check it out. Link is in my bio or in the chat. I love you guys so very much.
Love you guys.
Fruit on.